Hello, hello, hello. If that works. You can hear me, Chan?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. Then just wait. Let's wait for another 1-2 minutes for people to join, and then we get started. We need this waiting room music.
Yeah, you can start playing it.
Next time. I haven't prepared it.
Then you need to start singing now.
Oh no. No, 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 no. Yeah, let's wait 1 more minute and then we get started. So we don't keep people's time up. Mhm. All right, shall we start, John?
Yeah, let's do it.
Perfect. Then let me start. So first of all, great to see you guys out. Thank you for joining our webinar. Some information before we start. The session is recorded, so we will email the replay and also the slides later to you. And no, I'm sharing. And there's also a Q&A panel, so feel free to drop a question there, and whenever it fits, we'll try to tackle those questions. So, yes, I know that it's recorded. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Then, yeah, today we have a webinar on coordinating cross-team updates with Monday.com for Jira and Confluence. Monday.com for Jira and Confluence are two apps we actually build because we're working as an Atlassian vendor, so this makes sense. And we also work in Monday.com, and having those two tools combined was, for us personally as a team important. So I am Fredi, I am Customer Success Manager and Partner Manager at Resolution, and with me today is Tian. He is our marketing specialist, and he also is the former product owner of Money.com for Jira and Confluence. So he had a big influence on like building the app like it is. And yeah, Tian, you want to say something before I start?
Yeah, just hey everyone, thanks for joining. We're looking forward to sharing our knowledge on Monday.com and Jira and Confluence with you guys.
Perfect. Then where is my, there it is. The agenda, just a quick one. The intro is already done. Then Tian is showing you how accessing Jira in Monday.com works, what information you can see in Monday.com, and then I'll move forward with what can be seen in Confluence, what can we embed there, and how we can link Monday.com data into Confluence. Jan will then move forward with syncing a Monday.com project to Jira. And yeah, then we talk a little about the benefits of the apps as well as advanced tips. Jan is going to share some insiders there. And of course, if you have questions, we also gonna answer those. The pain, yeah. Why did we build those apps in the first place is actually the idea of disconnected teams, because in our case, the support and dev teams, they live in Jira. The marketing team lives in monday.com. We love colors and boards, you know that. And knowledge, the documentation lives in Confluence. So keeping all those three tools together, or the information flowing is important. So this is why and when the integration comes in. Tian.
Yeah, I mean, the DO integration means, sorry, thank you. The DO integration means that you have one source of truth for each individual team as they keep working in their dedicated platforms. But let me show you the monday.com site first. I'll share my screen.
Yes, the demo. Good old GIFs, a personal love of mine.
The demo. Oh, that's great.
So, Tian, go ahead. And please feel free.
Will you allow me to share, please?
Oh, no. Where are you now? Just close my whole window.
That should have worked.
Yep.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So we're currently in monday.com. We're looking at a marketing team's product project board. And they have some tasks that they need help with, more specifically from the product development team. And in this case, to reach the product development team, they need to assign some Jira issues to them because the product development team is working in Jira while they are, as a marketing team, are working in monday.com. So as you can see, we have our project open already with all of the items that the marketing team is working on for this specific product. And here we can see that they have a couple of tasks, and we're going to use the how-to guide. So the marketing team has created a how-to guide, but now they need the product development team to also look into it. And for this, the marketing team will assign a Jira issue to them to action this for them to start looking at it. So how we're going to do that is we're going to open this item, and in our item view, we will come to Jira for monday.com. This will open this nice view where you can do one of two things. You can either link an existing Jira work item, or you can create a new one. In this case, we will be creating a new one because we want the product development team to look at our how-to guide. We will assign it to their project. It's going to be a normal task for them. And we're going to say, please review. And we're going to set priority. We'll assign it. And Freddie, thank you. You are my reporter there. Please review. And I'm going to say, okay. Now I can create that work item. And there we go. So now we can see that that specific Jira work item has been created from the monday.com item. We've got a nice overview of it. We can come back and edit the specific work item at any time, or we can also remove it. But furthermore, we can also comment on it. So as soon as the product development team has successfully worked on it, they can just let us know via comment that that's been done, and we can communicate with them vice versa in the same way. So we can just say, please let us know if you are done, and they can also share their feedback with us. So in this case, I'm going to hit reply, and that's going to register as a comment inside of this specific Jira work item coming from monday.com. And that's the gist of how you create a Jira work item from monday.com. As you can see, it also gives you a little bit of a notification here on the item that if you click on it, it will tell you that it's been linked to a work item. also if there is additional action being taken from the Jira side to the monday.com side, that will also show up here in terms of if another ticket is linked, or if there's a new comment and so on, you will see that. And you can at any time just come into your Jira for monday.com tab and look at that work item. If you've got more than one, it will be listed below one another in this specific view. So before I continue with the Jira view, I'm jumping back to Freddie because she needs to show us a little bit more on the Confluence side.
Yep. Let me share my screen again. So in Confluence, I want to show you what information you can actually access from here. And I already created this page just to make it easier, and how to embed the monday.com board. So the project overview, what we're doing here is we add the macro. But first, of course, we have to share the view here, copy it. This has to be done once. So whoever sets that up needs to do that. We call it project overview, embed it, and then we can actually see the full-on project. This is, of course, updated in real time. So whenever changes are made on the monday.com board by the marketing team, the rest of the team will see that right here. What we can also do is, this is like the main table I just added now, but what you can also do is add charts. So let's add like a status chart. I have not done that, but when you click on the monday.com site, you see all the options of board views you can create, and all those you can also embed. In our case, I just wanted to show you the chart, which looks like this, the items you're working on, the done items and the stacked on items. And where was it now? Share again, copy. You can either copy the shareable link or the embed code, it does not matter. And then you do the same here with the macro, monday.com, add the link. Status chart, give it a name, and embed it. Then you have a good overview. You can, again, make it bigger or smaller. In this case, we don't need it bigger. But what you can also do is separate already this, like the items by status. So what you can do is you can embed board items. You click, instead of boards, you click on items here. You select the workspace, which is the main workspace, the webinar board in monday.com. And now we can see what we've seen already in the overview. But here you have more options. You can select which columns you want to see. I don't need to see when it's last updated. I don't care about the owner. And you can also filter what exactly you want, what table. So this can be done, and then you select those. In this case, we wanted the working on it items, and then it looks like this. And also here they're updated, and then you can remove them or move them to, in this case, done or stuck. I can do that as well here. Where is it? There. The stuck items. It's quite easy. Of course, if you have more workspaces, more boards, you get more to choose from. In our case, it's just for the webinar, easy setup, so we can actually find those items easily. So again, do this, and select the done ones. and put them in. You saw you could have also chosen the packaging or digital marketing, only one of those if you want to embed them separately. And then you click update and you have a nice overview of all the things the marketing team is actually doing. And in case you have more than one project, more than one page where all this Monday.com data is stored, you can also access the gallery view, like on the left side under Space Apps, there's a gallery view. Here we see now what we have, like what boards we have. You can click the Confluence link, you can click on the name and you see like a preview of it. It's quite easily done. And then you can choose what you want to see. And if it's a different page, then of course it's a new field and you can select the Confluence link. In our case, it's all on the same page. That's why there's only one Confluence link and you get the information here. So yeah, this is pretty much what information you can access from Confluence and how you can access it. It's quite easily. It's set up once, especially like the big boards. This is done manually. If the status changes, you need to move the project item over to done, for example, manually, but it's already a feature request. So I hope this will change for the future. Yeah, I think Tian, you're up next with showing how the syncing from Jira to Monday.com works. I'll stop
That's correct.
sharing for now, and you go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
And we're in Jira at this time. So as you can see, the work item that I previously created from Monday.com is here in To Do. And whenever I open that, I can see that down there, there's the comment that I left from Monday.com. But more than that, I want to see the Monday.com information that's associated with it. Okay, just 1 second. I click on Monday.com. And there I can see that specific Monday.com item from which I created this work item is linked to it as well. So now as I'm acting as a product development team member, I can respond from here by typing a comment. In this case, I'm just going to say received. And I can transition this as I would normally do into in progress or whatever the status is. But furthermore than that, I also have an additional ticket open that I'm working on. And I also want to communicate some of the things that I need to send on to them. So in this case, I can choose to either link an item or a board, similar to what Freddie just had. You can do exactly the same. So you can also get the shareable link. And again, this also applies for other types of boards. And you can paste that right in there. You can choose a dedicated icon for it, anything you want. Give it a name and save. And you also have the option to open it and view the full overview inside of your Jira work item. In this case, I know that I actually want to link a specific item. So in that case, I'm going to select my workspace, my board, and then the measurements. And that is now also added there. And similar as we had in Confluence, you can also remove who the owner is or the last update. You can just save that. In this case, I'm just going to respond and say, please see attached, and pretend that there is a file attached for this item. In terms of measurements, this is just to showcase. And then if I come back into Monday.com, just close that. There we go. So here is measurements. So if I click on that and I revisit the Jira for Monday.com tab, there we go. Now it's loaded and I can also see the comment that was given from the Jira side. So yeah, that's basically how you communicate between both Jira and Monday.com using the comments functionality. As long as you have a Monday.com item linked to your Jira work item, then you'll be able to use the Jira comments to communicate with one another in such a way. And that is the gist of it. Back to you, Brady.
Sure. Let me share my screen again. Can you see my beautiful slides again?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I wanted to hear. So yeah, what are the benefits of this setup? Like I already mentioned in the beginning, the pain is that different teams work in different tools. So the benefit, one big benefit is that requests don't get lost because teams can use the tool they prefer. They don't have to remember that they have to look into another tool for information or that they have to share their information into another tool. So I don't know about you, but for me personally, I am even bad using Jira. Like I'm not the example user within like having yeah items within different projects is already a pain and I forget about them sometimes. And I know there are dashboards I could have built, but you know. So I think this makes it really easy that every team can stay within their tool they prefer. Then, of course, the instant visibility of, for the documentation team and the marketing, because this is happening in real time. So you see the updates in the boards, like in Confluence. You can communicate in Jira and Monday.com. So this makes it really easy. And of course, you also save time by that because staying in your tool, not having to create a Jira task, a Monday.com task helps a lot. So you don't have to adjust to using a different tool. And yeah, like this tool agnostic workflows helps with it. Just, I think, like, yeah, everyone can stay on their page. This is how I would call it. And in the end, you're also saving license money with it because the dev team doesn't need Monday.com licenses, and the marketing team, at least not all of them, need Atlassian licenses if they are only working with Monday.com anyway. So yeah, for us, those are the biggest benefits, and this is why we created the app in the first place. Yeah, then do you have questions? This is one of my favorite gifts, by the way, when I talk to people and I don't get
It's great.
what they are saying. So yeah, are there any questions? Then please feel free to use the Q&A. Tian, do you see the Q&A? Because I have the slides on all of my monitors. Are there any
I do see it.
questions?
Nothing so far.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I give you just another minute and then you can think of questions you have or you have not. It's just the best gift.
remember to send it to you when I've got questions for you.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to my life. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, Tian, if you want to say anything GDPR related, or I mean, we've discussed it before, because there's not much to say. That's not why we haven't mentioned it, but maybe you want to say something to it, how it works, because
Yeah, I mean, GDPR related, there's nothing worth mentioning in terms of personal data because we do not store any personal data. But in any case, as you've mentioned before, all of the updates are happening in real time. So if you do remove something from the one side or the other, then it immediately reflects that way in the other platform as well. So completely safe to use in terms of data privacy, and so forth. But if anyone has any questions relating to that, they are more than welcome to ask us.
yep, I assume no
We do
question.
not have, no, we do not have any questions, so I think we can proceed.
Okay, then Tian, maybe you want to share your tips as a former product owner, how the app is made most used of.
Yeah, just a couple of easy wins. If you embed multiple boards into a single space, that's really useful for full release docs. And as we saw, that is 100% possible to do as well. Also, if you use auto-assign Confluence pages to watchers based on their board groups, really helpful so that everyone stays up to date with all of the latest information pulling from Monday.com. And on the Jira side, if you use your labels from Monday.com to read tickets, then that's also a quick and easy win to have quick and easy access to the relevant information.
Perfect. And like we already mentioned, the gallery view in Confluence to see where Monday.com data is actually stored can also be helpful. Okay, then we're already ending our presentation half an hour early. But yeah, we can just give you back some of your time here. The app is quite easy, to be honest. Maybe we should build harder apps, but the next webinar will
We've
be on
got,
out of office, and I think we will need the time for sure because there's so much
yes,
more to that app, because it's not only an embed app. So yeah, if you want to check out our apps, please feel free to check the QR codes out. They're leading to the marketplace. You can evaluate the app for 1 month for free. And if you have questions, like I said, I will send out the information of the or the slides, as well as links, as well as what did I say? What else? The recording,
the
of course.
recording.
So you will get my email address. You signed up with yours, so I have yours. And if you have questions, you just can reach out to us. Then we're done. Yeah, thank you for joining and listening to Tian.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for
Perfect.
joining us.
Coolio, then have a great afternoon and make use of your half an hour we're giving back to you. Bye, guys.
See you.